learning opportunities through Purdue Global have really helped to set my career forward.
Look
I've
at that.
been
And
able
I'm giving
to
you to the
apply
commercial.
the learnings from
They
classes
added
almost
whatever.
immediately.
I should get paid
Throughout
for
the
this. I don't get paid
program,
for none of this.
it's
This
really
is free
interesting
service.
how
From me
every
to
new
you.
subject,
I
every
hope
new
y'all
class I
appreciate
take,
this. They always have ads on people's videos, even when they not even monetized. But let's watch this video.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Everybody have their own belief system. Everybody believe in something. Some people don't believe in anything. You see people split the pole. They're superstitious. They walk around the pole. They won't split it. I've seen people spit on a broomstick after they sweep their feet with it because they're superstitious. In Islam, Christianity, some believe in the second coming of Christ. It even gets so deep in Islam, which I'll break down later, but I'll give you a little bit. In Islam, it is taught that the first sighting of Jesus Christ is really going to be the Antichrist. And he's going to be so captivating that the Muslims are going to fall and follow the Antichrist. And then the real Jesus is going to come and slay the Antichrist. This is what some people believe in. Now let's get to the music industry, right? In the music industry, you have celebrities that's telling you it's a door.
Success, where it's a door. It's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you can walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that though. I went straight. Listen. When you get to a level of success, when you getting 30, 40, 50,000 a show, you platinum, you running across the world. There's three different doors, right? There's three different ways to walk. There's to the left, there's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own. Let's see if you continue this success, young man. Let's see if it's all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that. And you went straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the homo shit right there. And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice shit going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was offered these doors. It's just you were offered some gay shit? No. I'm saying that to the right when I seen it, those was those guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Those different people, which I have no.
Clear as day. Y'all heard him. Y'all done heard me play this 1,000 times over. Now, when I start to look at Gillie and Wallo sideways, after watching the video, the body language, I'm not going to play the audio, just the body language alone. Look at Gillie crying as Wallo signing the contract. The music in the background I don't want to play because I don't want to get a copyright. The music the music is crazy. Go to Poppy from BX River if you want to see this video on my Instagram. He's crying. Those are not tears of joy. That's not tears of joy. That's tears of hurt. Look at his face. You got to take a deep breath.
Yeah, to be honest, I think
As
all
saying,
this shit right here, what happened, I think it was a ritual.
Go ahead, Gillie. Sign that contract, Gillie. Pick up the liquor. Part of the sponsors. He's wiping boogers and tears out of his face. But y'all don't... Look. Now, Wallo has to hug him. They have to hug each other. It's done. Something. It ain't sitting right with me, man. Oh, you being insensitive. No. I personally believe in the music industry, hip-hop boogeyman. I believe in Hollywood's boogeyman. It is what it is. You can't get mad at me because of oh, leave them alone. No, leave them alone. Like dogs.
It just kind of surpassed all my expectations as far as handling and
Fucking hate ads.
4 days! 4 days! 4 days until Gillie Fest is going down. There's 150 tickets left. Link in the bio if you want your ticket. They'll be going before the day is over. Listen, it's going down. Guess what? We got the fight there. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, the fight. We're playing the fight live. We're going to have the biggest fight party in the country. And guess what? We coming out to celebrate Lil Cuz. Cheese, man, rest in peace. But listen, we putting that good energy out to the community, to the world. Like I told you, it ain't gonna stop, but it's going down. Listen, we got D Herbo, we got Finesse 2 Time, we got Babyface Ray, we got Jess Hilarious, Desi Banks, we got Skilla Baby, we got
How the fuck?
We got Sauce.
What the fuck? How the fuck? Shout out to Wallo, by the way. I like him. But how the fuck is he promoting everything was going on and his nephew just died? His baby cousin just died, or his nephew. And he's promoting all this shit with Gillie, because Gillie's in his team, you feel me? They promoting this. Why they didn't take a break? Why they keep going with this? This is sick to say. What the fuck? The same week as, you know, the same week his nephew passed away, he's still gonna promote the event he had going on, because he had an event that week too, you feel me? And they still doing the event, you feel me? Shaking my head. It's crazy. They're gonna do the funeral and the event in the same week. For me, this is not even normal. But I don't know, man. Like this guy, Hassan Campbell, he got over 500,000 subscribers. Even he said, man, to be an artist and to be in the radios and to be on top of the music, you gotta enter the door. You feel me? And there's 2 doors. There's the good and the bad. You gotta choose just one. You feel me? A lot of people take the bad one. You feel me? With the cloud, with the blood sacrifice or homosexuality. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what money make these niggas do. You feel me? Money make these niggas sell their soul and beyond. But never fold, man. Never fold. Because I'm telling you, you can't take all those sins. When it's your time to go, you're going to have to answer to somebody. Somebody's going to judge you. It's not going to be us. Trust me. It's going to be the big man. And he don't play.
Walker, we got Millies, we got Fake Bitch Hero, Rocky, we got, the list goes on and on. We got Freeway, Allen Iverson, you know, Rob 49. I'm talking about the list just keep going. Icewear Bezo, it just keep going and going. But guess what? We got 2 artists that's coming here, right? And these artists that's coming, these special guests, they're huge in the industry. I'm talking about it's going down. You don't want to miss this going down. We're going to have some good fun, put some good energy into the air. Man, you know, first of all, thank everybody for just supporting us in every way. Everything we do is always sell out. Thank y'all. But it's just going to be a bunch of love that day, man. And thank y'all for pushing us through that whole last week, man. All the support and everything. It was greatly appreciated. Hit the link in the bio. Grab your tickets. 4 days. Gillie Fest is going down, and it's just like that, right?
The day after Shorty got murked. The day after Cheese got his snot box rocked. This dude is promoting the party. The very next day, like nothing ain't happened. Oh, that video was old. The fight is tonight. How is the video old? Cheese just passed away. How is this video old? Right, think about it. When you start to look and you start to see little things, it gets creepy. I'm sorry if I believe in the hip-hop boogeyman. I'm sorry, but I do. I believe that there's a price when you get that $100 million check. I'm sorry, I do. I could play video after video after video of these celebrities talking about the industry and what happens and what it takes to get in the industry. But what will it take for you to understand that? I'm not dissing this young boy. This is what he felt about Philly.
What's in Philly? I guess we make it. I don't know. Yeah, we make it. Yeah, definitely. But make it. It depends who you is. Like for niggas like me, like rappers, motherfuckers that, you know, it's a lot of hate, a lot of shit going on, so. Right.
A lot of hate.
I don't even put
Philly.
myself in them. Shit get tricky out here.
It get tricky in Philly.
Smart. Like we the type people I don't put my homies in risk. We get locked up, get killed, none of that. We move around with security. Can't be too cute, can't be, no, we pay, protect our lives. Why not have 5 niggas with guns that can legally, you feel me? Yeah, instead of risking your homies getting locked up, some shit. Listen.
That's what he felt about Philly. Philly, y'all ain't protect him.
Facts.
When you
Philly
sign,
did him dirty.
when you sign on that dotted line, man. When you sign on that dotted line, you see how Mike Song running around talking about soul not for sale? Why is those sayings there? Why is there even a saying about selling souls? Why do so many people talk about the door in hip hop? Why do they talk about the sacrifice? So now I finally believe in the boogeyman. Y'all mad at me? I'm sorry, but I believe in the boogeyman. It's not that I'm dissing the dead. It's not that I'm thirsty for views. It's that I really, really believe that that boy was sacrificed. I really believe that. And if you don't, that's your problem. It is what it is.
I did believe it at one point. You know, I was approached. I was where a person asked me, yo, such and such. And I was just like, nah, like, you know. Such and such? Like, yo, you know, because at the end of the day, you probably make it to where you make it on your own. Right. But a lot of people will offer you something to sustain that. On the way. And at that moment, this was, I don't know if it was that person or if this was a whole entity that came with it. Mm-hmm. But I was offered something and I just wasn't with it. But when they said, good luck, young man, you're on your own. And I never went platinum since. Good luck, you're on your own.
Sleep Comfort is all about pillow height. That's why we created the Pancake Pillow, the adjustable layer pillow that custom fits.
They all rats, fakes, lames,
Tell you facts.
And weirdos.
Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than you. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. You listen, you have to sit down with Spotify. Sit down with Apple. You have to do this interview. You have to. If you don't want to, you have to. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, you gotta check the boxes. Literally, you can say, I don't feel like doing that. I don't even like that person. You have to. You're a puppet. You can't say certain shit. Take that down. Take it down right now. Okay, I'll take it down. Don't say that. Tell you facts. Hear it.
Now y'all ready for the icing on the cake?
Your question, John. Yes, sir. You and Nippy. How was it when y'all got that visit from the next level? What's the next level?
What's the next level?
The people, man. What's the next level? When your career is at that level, and then you get a visit to go to the next level. You talking Illuminati. I ain't saying no names.
That's Wallo.
We're able to speak about that, Wallo. Yeah, we'll speak about that. Wallo, you know that's why I'm sweating here. I ain't even gonna say that because I might get called in for that. I'm just sure. You already got called in. You already got called in. I will say this though. Let me ask you a question, Sean.
Y'all didn't hear that?
Game is crazy.
How was it when you...
Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all didn't hear that?
I got that visit from the next level. What's the next level? The people, man. What's the next level? When your career is at that level, and then you get a visit to go to the next level. You talking Illuminati. I ain't saying no names. We're able to speak about that, Wallo. Yeah, we'll speak about that.
You ain't supposed to speak about that, Wallo.
I ain't even gonna say that because I might get called in for that. I'm just sure. You already got called in. You already got called in. Don't lie. Just like that. Don't lie. You already got called in. I will say this though. Let me ask you a question. Listen,
This shit is crazy, man.
So he's asking about the visit from the Illuminati. And Charlemagne the God told Wallo, you ain't supposed to ask about that. You're about to get a visit. Oh, I already got a visit about that. He's asking about the door. It is what it is, man. I got to stand on what I believe in. Don't sit up there and try to play me talking about, oh, you doing this for clout. No, I'm doing this because I really believe they did that young boy dirty. It is what it is. But talk to me in the comment section. Let me...
Son, Sacrifice. I really think he sacrificed him.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds.
What happens after 90
See,
seconds?
a lot of people,
Don't wanna stay.
people that's in the
Talk
rap
to me.
game, that's in the industry know.
Yes, sir. Now, today, we gonna talk about Gillie the Kid. Now, it's some interesting things, man, that goes on in these.
It's crazy though that a lot of people talk shit, but without even showing their face, they be scared, you know? Faceless videos, talking shit, you feel me? About other people. At least show your face for let them know to see who you are. Be a man about it. But yeah, I really think RP Gillie the Son Kid, but I really think Philly did him dirty. That's number one. Like the state Philly, Philadelphia, they shouldn't have done Gillie the Kid's son like that, because Gillie, to be honest, he runs Philly, you feel me, in the streets. And that's what I heard, you feel me? Like music wise, in the industry and in the streets, like he's connected both ways. And second, like, you know, $1 Million Worth of Game, they've been giving a lot of people positivity and mad inspiration, you feel me, to get out the, supposedly to get out the industry, you feel me? And three, where was Gillie? Why he didn't give the same motivation speeches he does to Young Thug and all those people that go on their podcast? Why he didn't give the same speech to his son? But let's get started to this video.
People
Hope
careers,
you like this
right?
video and subscribe.
So if we go back real quick, a few months ago, Gillie and Wallo signed a $100 million deal with Barstool Sports for their podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game. Now, it's very coincidental, right, that after this deal is signed, after these individuals sign their name on that paperwork, Gillie the Kid, 25-year-old son, man. So young, man. I'm 26, man. Gillie the Kid's 25-year-old son killed in a triple shooting in Philadelphia after his father signed a deal for $100 million. So, was this his payment? Was his son's death his payment for going into the new echelon, right?
Maybe.
So without further ado, man, we gonna dive in on this and we gonna see what's going on, man. Now, it's very interesting, man, that at the time of this death, at the time of this murder, Gillie the Kid happens to be 38 years old. So there's some confusion going on, as it always is when something happens with these celebrities. These celebrities have been famous for years. Gillie the Kid has been rapping for years. So there's no reason why all of a sudden now they can't get his birthday. So if you look it up, it'll tell you January 1st, 1984. But right up under it, you see multiple times it says July 31st. July 31st, July 31st. He even went on his own Twitter. This is his Twitter. Gillie the Kid, 100,000 followers. It's him. Right? Saying happy birthday, July 30th. Keep in mind, I'm on Mountain Time. Gillie the Kid live in Philly. He live on the East Coast. So when he said this, it was already July 31st. So where does January 1st come in at? Where do they all of a sudden get that from? It's to throw you off. They always do this. When we know Those of y'all that's familiar with gematria already, we know that the number 38 is the killing number. Murder by numbers. Killing equals 38. Rapper equals 38, which he and his son both were. Death equals 38.
Let me see who's making all these videos. Alright, it's different people.
You like being in other people's business. I'm trying very hard not to be.
Everybody's exposing the truth.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing today, man? First thing first, thank you for your love and your support. I highly appreciate it. Can't express it enough. Real talk, real shit. I would love to take a time out today, man, to say, hey, man, thanks everybody for just showing mad love and support. Constantly supporting my videos, constantly sharing information. Gillie the Kid. Now, I just want to point out to y'all, man, these are characters that Hollywood, the elites, the world stage create to keep us confused, to keep us distracted, okay? It's very important that you create characters to keep us confused, because the more that we are thinking, the more that we are working hard, the more that we're not distracted, the more and more we start discovering things about ourselves, about the world.
Hey, yo, shout out to this guy. Like, the way he started on this video, I exposed the emesis. Subscribe to him. The way he introduced himself and all that was like very cool, very smooth, you feel me? And very respectable, very righteousness. So subscribe to him and let's watch his video. I'm gonna be reacting to this shit, man.
You know what I mean?
Even though I know.
So when you create puppets like this, it keep us distracted, okay? So they use him to keep us confused, okay? So the first thing that they did was they offered them, right, which they accepted.
Don't hurt a try.
$1 million worth of game, $100 million contract with Barstool Sports for their podcast. The craziest thing about this contract is, how in the hell is this worth $100 million? They're not even getting views like that. To be getting $100 million, y'all. You get what I'm saying? You would think like a channel like maybe Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? If I seen Mr. Beast channel get $100 million, for an example, it would make a lot of sense, right? Guys getting 100 million views per video, that would make sense. But $100 million for somebody that's barely averaging 70K views, if that. You know, there's videos that do 10 or 6. It just don't make sense. It's not a big enough channel. It's not enough attention to pay that much, right? But the reason why they do that, y'all, right? And the 6 figures at that, keep that in mind too, right? Because those are the devil numbers, right? It's to promote us to think, oh, you know what? Well, let's go start a podcast, and we can probably work hard like they did, allegedly, right? And then get $100 million. You're never.
Look, even the guy says, listen, you could be a YouTuber, you could be a podcaster, you could be a rapper, you could be an actor, you could be a comedian, stand-up comedian. You're never going to see $100 million without going through the door or seeing them boys. If people that, even if you get $1 million, you feel me? Like, coming off the hood, you feel me? You're going to, with the right people, with right financial people, being independent, they're still going to throw curveballs at you, pause. They're still going to throw strikes at you. They're still going to give you problems, you feel me? And you got to maneuver through that. Sometimes you may not maneuver through it. You might end up like Tupac or Biggie. You might end up dead. All about the money. It's so deep, you feel me? And there's so many conspiracies, but it makes sense. More money, more problems.
Going to get $100 million for a podcast that you create. I would love anybody that want to create a podcast or want to create a channel, need any help, hit me up. You know what I'm talking about. And I'll support anybody, right? If that's what your goal, that's your dream, go for it. But do not get lost in a sauce thinking that you are going to get $100 million, $50 million, or even $1 million off your channel. You may make off your podcast, you may make maybe $1 million income over the course 2 to 3 years, or even sooner, depending on how hard you grind. But somebody giving you a contract for that, y'all, come on now. That's not going to happen. It's to keep you in the sauce, because if you are a truther and you make a podcast about truth, right, and then you start talking about your truth and stuff like that, you start naturally, right, people start to not talk about it because they figure it's more money to talk about drama in the industry, being pro-industry than being non-pro-industry. You see what I'm saying? So you start getting lost in the sauce and be more distracted to chasing the view, you know what I'm saying, than putting the truth out there for that dollar bill, than that peace of mind. And people don't understand that, okay?
Big facts, big facts, big facts. Some people just get on this platform to just talk a lot of shit. Me, I'm reacting to this, and I'll try my best to give you some sort of knowledge. That's why I have so many beautiful people subscribe to me and following me, because I try my best to either entertain them or give them knowledge, or both. You feel me? I will never come on this platform and deceive you out or try to scam me out or do anything funny like that. That's totally uncool and unprofessional. And like you said, it's really hard to do this for the money. I don't do this for the money. I do this for the people. I do this for myself because I love it as a hobby, and I do this for the world. And that's it. And if God wants to bless me with opportunity or me to get money or meet somebody over this, then fine. If not, then all be. Can't complain. You feel me? Life is the way you make it. You feel me? At least before I stop in the future, I'm gonna look at all my videos in my catalog like, wow, I really tried, man. Thank God I did. And that's why I really appreciate it. And I learned so much. And this once I got so much coming, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna start making music too. I'm gonna start doing a lot of things, but I'm not expecting
the whole thing was staged. Like that. So this is Gillie the Kid stage, son.
If you're doing this to chase clout, this shit ain't for you. You gotta do this shit with a loving passion, with a burning passion. Feel me? Gotta make sure you win 100%. Not trying to do this shit to be cool or anything like that. That's what the lames do.
Obviously, the elites create, right? And his hat says 313. I know a lot of people are going to argue me down with that 313 and what it means and all of that. That's cool, but we all know 3, 6, and 23. These are numbers that are the devil numbers, satanic numbers, and I can't wait for Call Me Kinfolk to drop his video. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm not really that good with gematria, so I don't share my gematria with y'all. So now what got me was rapper Gillie the Kid's son, YNG Cheese, right? Whoever will call themselves YNG Cheese. Cheese, you're cheesy, man. You're corny. You get what I'm saying? This is just more signs, in my opinion, on why this is fake. Okay? Killed in triple shooting. So not double shooting, but triple shooting. It wasn't 4 people, 5 people. It wasn't 2 people, 1 person, but it was a triple shooting. Again, they put those numbers out there on purpose, okay? Now, I want to go back. People ask me often, man, yo, how do you feel about people sacrifice? Do they make sacrifices? Of course they do, y'all. They just don't wear a mask. This is clearly a mask on this guy's head, and this is clearly a woman, y'all. These are inverts, okay? But they just don't walk around with masks on, y'all. They make sacrifices. They don't care about us. They don't care about anything at all. These are not real people, y'all. Okay? So it's nothing for this guy to sacrifice his son that he don't care about, y'all, to get this allegedly $100 million deal.
Yup. Big facts.
For this piece of shit podcast. Okay? This is what they do. Y'all gotta understand, man. Why did his son allegedly get killed after he signed this $100 million deal, y'all? How many of these are we starting to see? Like, how come every time somebody gets some huge contract, there's somebody that's dying allegedly, right, on the world stage? You see what I'm saying? It's always some type of sacrifice being made. Why can't someone just get a $100 million deal or whatever deal and everybody remains alive until it's their time to go, right? Why do it always happen to be when somebody get this large contract? You take DC Young Fly, right? corny as hell, by the way. The guy's not funny to me at all, right? And all of a sudden, his wife, Jackie O, died. To go get mommy surgery. She gets killed during surgery, right? Or the complications of surgery, allegedly. Right? I'm saying allegedly. And all of a sudden now, he got this corny ass show on Netflix. I mean, it got to be one of the most corny shows I done seen, man. I'm not even lying. You know what I'm saying? I would rather watch The Little Rascals on repeat than ever watch an episode of that shit. Okay? But the thing is, why is it though, y'all? So those that don't believe in celebrities wearing masks or celebrities making sacrifices, ask y'all that question. Why, when she died, the show get promoted? Right? Why, when they allegedly take her off the world stage, here go DC Young Fly in his corny ass show on Netflix? Why, when Gillie the Kid get this allegedly $100 million?
He's making sense. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. You know, I'm fake in the industry. Feel me? And I know that it's not as what it seems to be. It's not all glitter and shiny. It's a lot of bad stuff. I mean, and it's hard to stay real and relevant, but I'd rather be not famous and real than famous and fake.
When I first went to prison, was down for 20, 40, all that type of stuff. But I wasn't worrying about that. When, you know, when them gates for and I realized that it was real, I was wrapped in fear. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going into the unknown. I ain't gonna front. Like, dudes be trying to front and thinking, oh, it's cool. That's just scary. Because first of all, you worrying about, you know, I'm like, oh, is my ass on the line?
Yeah, I remember you called me about 6 months in.
I'm like, my ass on the line.
You called me and you was talking in codes.
Listen.
Called me, tell me, yo, kiss us, you know what I mean? I'm going through with the bizzle. I ain't Lizard, my kiss aches on the Lizard. I said, what? Because we had never talked like this before.
I'm gonna tell you.
So when he called home talking about his kiss aches was on the Lizard, I said, the kiss aches on the
That's
Lizard.
another story. Well, listen, that's another story. But I'm gonna tell you something I never told you. The scariest time of my life. I come from the yard, right? And there was a pack of Swiss rolls and some soups on my bed. I was like, oh, come. Somebody want everything from me. They want my goods. I'm like, so now I'm scared. Listen, I go in the cell. Listen.
Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me? Because we need to get this right for all the youngins. So you mean to tell me when you in the state penitentiary, this ain't no county. This ain't no I'm waiting to get sentenced. This is I'm already sentenced and I got my time. So when you in jail, if you get to your cell and the Swiss roll and what?
There was Swiss rolls and soups.
And soups, if that's just laying on your bed and you didn't order them in commissary, somebody just put that on your bed, what does that mean?
It can mean multiple things, but I'm gonna tell you what it meant for me. I went right in the cell, I locked the door, I threw the sheet up, and I prayed to every God that existed. And this wasn't my time, and my ass would be right when I leave. I was just like, I didn't know what was going on. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be like, because you don't know who comes. So when I grabbed it, I got the sheet up, so I don't want nobody to see me panic, because in jail, it's just like Instagram. You gotta have a tough face. I'm tough. I'll do this to you. You're not gonna do that to me. I'm a bad guy. Just like dudes be on Instagram. You know, everybody's tough. Everybody's a killer. Okay, cool, right? So in jail, I'm like, I'm not gonna let nobody see me sweat. I got my game face. So I threw the sheet up immediately. Oh.
But did you eat the Swiss rolls?
No. Hold on. Listen. This was crazy about it. This how I knew it was dangerous. Because I'm like, damn. And then I hear my man called me, Kevin, yo, Wallo. So before I go pull the sheet down, because he was downstairs, I was on the top chair. I had to get had to look at the mirror, make sure, splash my face, make sure all panic and fear was off my face. I'm like, let me make sure I'm okay. Hold up, bro. I hit the joint. Yo, what's up, bro? You cool? What's going on? Yo, I put the stuff you gave me last week on your bed. I'm like, oh, okay, I got that. Listen. I threw that curtain back. Oh my God. Listen, man. I was ready to take lockup and everything. I didn't know what I was ready to
do. His stories be crazy. Now let's see, whack 100.
The rematch you have all been waiting for. This is the fight that everybody wants to see.
comment, subscribe. What's up, everybody? You didn't have to watch, but you did, and I greatly appreciate that. Now, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel.
Nah, it's too many people like that. I like when people do commentary stuff. At least they're gonna show their face. You see, niggas ain't real. Niggas ain't like they're not like Hassan Campbell.
Alright, man, peace. Alright, man, peace. Please, like, son got killed. Somebody, you feel me? You know, look.
Look, just the thumbnail. Nigga just had a picture of Gillie. Very smart guy. Shit. Here, I have nobody talk. I'm talking to myself, unfortunately. I wish I had an audience, but you know, they be player haters here. A lot of player haters, hating on the players and shit. They rather watch Mr. Beast than watch, you know, small time people like me. It's crazy. YouTube is not how it is anymore. UFOs.
Okay, because and I want to talk about the three big lies that you spoke about.
You're right.
You said, and I want to quote you here. There are three big lies that we as citizens of Earth are facing. Number one is we don't know what these things are. The government is telling us we don't know what these things are. Number two, we don't have anything that can fly at those rates, angles, etc. And number three, that extraterrestrials are a threat to national securities.
Right.
Can you go into depth with each of those three lies?
Sure, absolutely. The first one, after Unacknowledged, that it came out in 2017, 6 years ago. It hit about 750 million people viewing it. And what happened is that they then stood up an operation from a counterintelligence expert out of the Pentagon, Luis Elizondo, who worked with a band member named Tom DeLonge, who I had mentored back when he was younger, when they were in the early 2000s. And Elizondo and that crowd stood up and started saying, yeah, well, there's something out there, and here's this footage, but we don't know what they are. Now, ironically, the footage that they were showing were from the Lockheed Skunk Works. Those were objects from the Lockheed Skunk Works. I know who worked on them. I know where they're deployed from. I know people who...
Is this here in the U.S.?
Yeah. That's out in the high desert out here. I have a photograph of the underground entry port for those out in the Mojave Desert. But we know where all the sites are. My list now has 145 facilities.
Okay, and I'm so sorry to interject, but I just want to get as much as I can.
We do know what they are. So that's a big lie that we don't know what these are. There are two types of UFOs, man-made, that are electrogravitic anti-gravs. The date that breakthrough happened, where we had a stable anti-grav system, was October 1954. 54. Not 64. Not 94. So those have begun to be experimented with and developed since the year before I was born in 1955. Now, the extraterrestrial vehicle is very different. Although they move in a similar way, they could be confused. So there are two things that are being confused as one thing. There are both extraterrestrial and man-made UAPs or UFOs. Now, until recently, the people in the government who were looking into this didn't know that. They were being gaslit or deceived by people going up there and saying, well, gee, we have no idea what these are. And one of the top investigators for the Senate who I'm working with, he'd be the equivalent of a 2 or 3 star general if he was still in the military. went out to the Lockheed Skunk Works, was shown a bunch of old antique jet aircraft. And he knew he was being gaslit and deceived. That's when they called me in. So that was in February of 2022. But they said, well, we got a problem here. We know there's something wrong with this picture. So they now know that was a big lie. The second big lie, which is
They don't care about us. They don't give a fuck about us, the government. They gonna keep their secret, make sure, that secret. It's like, what the hell, man? It's not that I'm scared of aliens, but, you know? It's like, it's been time that we, you know, start communicating with them, or they start coming out the woodwork. Because how the fuck we got all this advanced technology within 100 years? We have from nuclear weapons to computers to cell phones. How the fuck we did all this? You feel me? Where does all this technology really come from? Our minds or theirs, or the aliens, or their alien society? Maybe both. But yeah, man. If you watch this video, thank you very much, and I'm gonna see you next time.